The Dr. Ray Podcast is a co-production of Ave Maria Radio and EWTN Radio. Here's today's monologue with Dr. Ray Guarendi.
One of the main reasons that parents call me regarding their child, he's an angry child. He has anger issues. He's got a temper. He doesn't seem to be able to control his emotions. He goes into a rage. Now, that all sounds pretty psychologically serious, doesn't it? I mean, you got this kid who's 8 years old, and he's still throwing fits comparable to a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. And by the way, just as an aside, temper tantrums used to be the domain of 2- and 3-year-olds. That's what you expected from the little ones. Nowadays, unfortunately, these kind of outbursts and tirades are cutting across the whole developmental age range. 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 15-year-olds, spouses. Says something. Talk about that in a future monologue. So are all these children angry? They all have some kind of anger management issues. I love that. That whole phrase is replaced the much more colloquial term, temper. I asked the parent, when does he get so angry? Oh, when he doesn't get his way. Oh, so it's very targeted anger. If you gave him his way, would he be angry? If you gave him everything he wanted, whenever he wanted it, however he wanted it, would he be angry? Well, not really. Oh, so when he unloads on his sister, is it because she's just breathing? No, she's usually doing something he doesn't like. Ah, okay. I think this is one of the biggest confusions in modern parenting. Labeling frustration as anger. Well, Dr. Ray, isn't it kind of the same thing? I mean, both of them are emotional upheaval. Yes and no. Don't you just love shrinks? Yes, in the same that it manifests itself in the same way, whether it's an emotional meltdown, whether it's screaming, whether it's yelling, whether it's throwing things, whatever it is that is the display. But no, in the sense that when I'm frustrated because I'm not getting what I want, that's a very, very targeted anger, which means that, and this here's the inverse relationship. The more I get what I want, the more likely I am to get frustrated and angry when I don't get what I want. A parent will say, well, you think he'd be able to deal with the times he doesn't get what he wants, because most of the time he gets what he wants. You think that the 10% of the time he doesn't, he'd be able to handle that. And I go, it's the exact opposite. The more you get what you want, the angrier you get, the more frustrated you get when you don't get what you want. If I only got what I wanted 50% of the time, I'd have to learn to deal with the 50% of the time I didn't get what I wanted. It's called maturity. Much of this supposed anger that these children exhibit is a discipline problem. The parents are flummoxed, frustrated. They have their own level of anger issues because they get frustrated in response to the kid's frustration. Because he's just acting defiant and they're not sure quite how to handle it. Not sure quite how to respond to it with calm, confident resolve. And as a result, he pushes harder. And as he learns to push harder, he gets more frustrated and more willing to let it all hang out. You know, when you're a kid, you really don't follow too many rules. If I'm trying to demonstrate to you how mad I am that I'm not getting what I want, well, shoot. I can kind of do a lot of stuff. I can fling things, I can kick things, I can punch things, I can yell and scream. Try that as an adult once, you know. Go into your boss's office. Giving me a raise? No. Well, I'm going to knock your plant off your desk. I'm going to kick your chair. I'm going to slam this door 20 times. Yeah, try that. Most of the time, it's not anger management issues. It's frustration. And it's frustration because I'm not getting what I want. So it's very specific anger management issues. See, the parents will label it as an anger management issue because when he doesn't get what he wants, he gets really angry. But the question becomes, how hard does he push until the parent backs off to let him get what he wants? And then he's learning. Okay, push a little harder. That amount of temper eruption didn't work last time. I'll kick it up another minute and a half. Pretty soon, he learns. He can be trained to show his anger management issues.
More of Dr. Ray's monologues can be found on his website, drray.com. Monologues as well as full-length programs of The Doctor Is In can be heard at AveMariaRadio.net and EWTN.com/radio.